Hello everyone, I'm Ivan Spirov, a philosophy doctor from Sofia University, Bulgaria. Today, neuroscience and psychology have a lot of knowledge about the unconscious brain mechanisms that affect our thinking, emotions and behavior. Of course, this knowledge is widely used for commercial and political purposes, in marketing and advertising, in political propaganda and social engineering. But 120 years ago, Sigmund Freud was one of the pioneers in the discovery of the unconscious. In one of his early texts from 1909 called Bemerkungen über einen Fall von Zwangsneurosis, or in English, Notes upon a Case of Obsessional Neurosis, he made one very interesting remark addressed to the philosophers. Now, I don't have the English translation of the text, so I will quote from the German original and then I will translate for you in English. The quotation, the sentence, is located in part 2, the last paragraph of section A. Okay, I quote. Es wäre sehr wünschenswert, dass die Philosophen und Psychologen, welche vom Hörensagen her oder aus ihren konventionellen Definitionen scharfsinnige Lehren über das Unbewusste entwickeln, sich vorher die entscheidenden Eindrücke aus den Erscheinungen der Zwangsdenken holten. Now in English. It is highly desirable that the philosophers and psychologists who develop ingenious teachings about the unconscious from hearsay or their own conventional definitions, firstly, to familiarize themselves with the crucial case of the phenomena of the obsessive thought. What Freud, end of quotation, what Freud called Zwangsneurose or obsessive neurosis is today called obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD. In the neuroscientific theoretical models, OCD is associated with functional abnormalities in the corticostriatal neural circuits that include nucleus caudatus and the orbitofrontal cortex. Nucleus caudatus is a brain structure that lies deep inside the brain, operates completely out of the reach of consciousness, but it has its own specific effect on cognitive and executive functions. Now, we don't know if these functional abnormalities that can be technically measured are a cause, an effect, or a compensation of the disorder. The main problem in OCD are the obsessive, intrusive thoughts that enter inside the mind uninvited and refuse to leave despite the resistance of the self. In contrast to psychotic delusions, obsessive thoughts are completely ego-dystonic. The consciousness does not regard them as belonging to the self, but as something alien. Now, the very existence of such ego-dystonic thoughts is one empirical evidence for the reality of the unconscious. In Middle Ages, people believed that such ego-dystonic thoughts caused by an external invisible force, demons from hell or something like that. Today, thanks God, we know that these thoughts are just a result from the activity of unconscious brain mechanisms. Now, I think that with the above mentioned remark, Sigmund Freud meant that philosophers, especially those educated in the Cartesian rationalism and its derivatives, should never underestimate the reach and the power of the unconscious. Thanks for watching.